Hi there, Doug from unSkript. I once had a coworker who was big into sailing, and he used to tell me that sailing was a lot like sitting in a cold shower and setting money on fire. Now, this was before the days of the cloud. And one place where people spend a lot of money in the cloud at AWS is in their AWS NAT Gateways. And the reason they're very expensive is you pay for all of the data going in and out of your NAT gateway, but you also pay 4.5 cents for every gateway that you have up and running. And so if you're not using those NAT gateways, what you should do is you should actually turn them off, because otherwise you're just sitting there burning almost a nickel an hour. Just having this thing sit there in your AWS. And so NAT gateways are really easy to turn on, and they're really easy to forget to turn them off. And so what we've built here is a RunBook, and it's built into unSkript. So if you're using our Docker install, you'll find this RunBook there. If you're using our free trial or our cloud enterprise version, you'll find this there. And you just have to set it up, and you can delete all your unused NAT gateways. Now, I'm a huge fan of dog fooding our runbooks, and so I went into our AWS, inside our dev environment, and we have a bunch of NAT gateways, right? And so I created a test one, and that test one is going to have no data usage, and so we can delete it, right? So that's awesome. And so when I want to run this runbook, I have it set up to run in staging, which is just the environment here at unSkript. It's using our dev account credentials. You could submit a list of NAT gateways to delete. You can pick a region where you could look for NAT gateways, and then the threshold is set for 7 days. So if the NAT gateway hasn't been used for 7 days, it's gone. If you don't put in a region, I'll show you what happens. But we'll walk through this runbook. Okay, so the first step is to verify the input, and so I'll press run here. Step 1A, it gets all of the regions inside AWS. If we look at the configuration here, the start condition says if there's no region from the input, collect all of the AWS regions. Well, I've already set a list. We're just going to look at US West 2. So if I run this, it'll skip it. I'll just hit run, and you'll see that it skips because we already have a region defined. Okay, awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is this next step will loop through all of the regions in our list, in our case just US West 2, and find all the unused NAT gateways. So that completed really quickly because I've only got one region. One reason why I only have one instead of all 27 regions. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to parse our list of NAT gateways. And what was interesting here is I expected there to be one, like the Doug test. I just set one up and it should be deleted. But we actually have two other ones that were sitting there and just burning 4.5 cents an hour, $1.08 a day. I don't think they were up for a year, but if they were up for a year, it would be $394 a year. Clearly, it's not a huge amount of money for most AWS bills, but it's still it's still enough money that we should get rid of it, right? $30 a month, like let's clear it out. That's coffee for the team or something. Maybe a couple pounds of coffee for the team, I guess. Anyway, so we've got these 3 NAT gateways that we want to delete. The last step here is we take the configuration, and it just takes the list from here, and it's going to run an iterator over all the unused gateways that we created up here, and it's going to delete them. And you can see these have now all been deleted. So in this runbook we went through, we found all the unused NAT gateways, and we deleted them. And we can see here that the 3 that are unused are in the deleting state. So they're going away, and we're going to save, $3 a day. Cloud costs are something that we're all worried about today. And if you can find unused NAT gateways, just NAT gateways that someone set up and forgot to configure, or someone set up and they tore down everything else, but the NAT gateways are still there, this is a runbook you could run once a week and delete all the unused NAT gateways. And when you do that, you're just saving the company money. Like otherwise, it's just like when you're sailing in a boat and you're sitting in a cold shower burning money. It makes sense that if you're not using it, you should turn it off. And in this case, we've got unused NAT gateways. We've turned them off, and we've turned off that spigot, that money that we're paying to AWS. So look for this runbook, look for other cost optimization runbooks. And if you're interested in cloud ops, DevOps, runbook automation, check out unSkript. It's free, it's open source, and there are links down below in the description. Thanks for watching.